Back on the black bear grind, we've got a newly customized 338 for good luck. We've got now two distinct routes that we go back and forth between, and since the last video, progress-wise, hundreds of kills, one accidental cinnamon kill, so hopefully we're due for something big to show up, and we'll see if today's the day. And so we get this hunt going with a level 7, so got our newly customized 338, about 300 meters out. And the first kill for this gun should be a guaranteed gold so long as that shot found the lungs, and I'm pretty confident it did. So with fallow deer, we used this all black 308 for over 6,000 kills. We're nearly at 6,000 kills total, going all the way back to summer of 2022 with this black bear grind. I sure hope this particular variation of the 338 doesn't end up with 6,000 kills. Also, got another 7 there. Oh, he turned away right when we shot. The key was we had him spotted, so I wanted to hurry up and get the shot before he just kind of vanished into the reeds again. I bet that's going to get him pretty fast. And he's going to actually drop right there. We may have hit something decent. They ended up kind of in the same spot. That'll work. About 75 meters apart. Not bad. So that first one, lung, liver, stomach, 20.19 score. Going back to when we began grinding for this as well, it was always kind of a big deal to me starting the grind, or the particular video at least, with a gold, just trying to set the tempo right. So I think in this case, we maybe had 2 of them, just depends on our shot placement here. And as he's laying there just 25 meters away, we will soon find out. Looks like maybe the black variant. And we did intestines and then intestines again, so didn't punch through to a vital 20.43 for that one. But 2 7s down, and hopefully a whole lot more to go. And sometimes we find the bears, other times they find us, so going to our 308 in that case, just makes it a little bit easier for those really close quarters, kind of sometimes tough to spot opportunities. There's another one back there, level 7. So that is interesting. That is almost certainly a new zone. Or at least one that we used to have and hasn't been populated in forever. I think we're going to get 2 more golds out of that. And by the way, at the beginning of the video I said we have kind of 2 distinct routes now. Basically we've got one here in the east/southeast, and then another one which is still full of hunting pressure in the northwest. They take about the same amount of time. I'll do one full run in the southeast, then the next one in the northwest, and kind of alternate back and forth. Sometimes we get really heavy on pressure in areas and do 2 in the opposite area just to kind of remedy that, but so far it's worked out. And perhaps a good sign, quality of bears looking pretty good so far. All 4 would be golds, 3 of them actually ended up being gold with our shot placement. It's really this spot too where I find the 308 to be the most useful. They just kind of do this every single time. Got another male. Something you may notice, and we'll see if this trend continues, but especially on the east side of the map now, basically all the females are gone. I think that is a product of actually shooting females on this grind, and I'm not really sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I gotta imagine, at least for when we do these runs, it's a good thing, because now there's a lot more focus on just the ones that are obviously gonna matter, and less focus on, frankly, killing bears that we just kinda need out of the way. And just like that, we've made it to the northern route. Went ahead and reset the time, and we've got a bunch of bears moving around here. There is a mountain lion in the area, but frankly, there's so many up here. I'm not terribly concerned about a couple running away from the mountain lion. We just want to make sure we at least get the males and make whatever shots we can on the female. I don't know what's going on with that tent back there, but it sounds like it's getting rained on. That should bring down that one. And I think 3 is going to have to be good enough. There was a male, I think, that fled from the mountain lion as soon as we got here. There's the lion, by the way. Not sure where the bears are, but if we have the time, we'll swing back through here before drink time's over. And also, by the way, a lot of you guys seem to like the montage we did in the last video. So I'm planning on, all the bears that don't make it into this part of the video being in a little montage in just a little bit. So you can look forward to that if that was something you also enjoyed. In the meantime, we're going to jump to our next spot here. And literally right by the old tripod, got a level 6 and a level 3. So we'll jump in the new tripod, try to get both of those. And the good news is we've still got a claiming tent that's not going to at least take too terribly long to get all the way around there and pick them up. So let's see, starting with the level 6, if we can relocate him. We'll get him first. And even though the 3 kind of flinch, still hung around plenty long to get him. And nothing this time over where we just came from. So, oh, that's great. That one's going to float all the way over there. And of course, that was the level 6. So there's our 3. The 6 we'll get eventually, I hope, if we can remember. So I checked one lake and then made a point of coming back here just so we wouldn't leave it laying here. And it did end up spawning up on the shore for us. So that was another gold at 19.28. I do have to say, this kind of northern part of the run, little bit of a slow day at the office, but I can't say I'm super surprised. We killed a bunch on the east side, so probably things just evening out. By the way, now there is a 6 right where we were standing when we shot the first 6 in the level 3. How interesting. And did he dive in the water as well? We might be able to recover him. Spending way more time at this lake than it looked like we were going to at first, but kind of got a bonus bear out of it just by having to come back and claim the other one. Gold again at 19.47. I sure feel like the average size of the bears we're getting has increased. So back to where we started, and what I think is going to be the last kill of this run. So as we reach the end of our first run, I think it is approximately montage time. So I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so I was planning some kind of creative transition back to the rest of this hunt, but this is like the 3rd run since we left off for the montage, and everything's different. Like, bears are in weird spots all of a sudden. There's a ton of female bears now on the east side, and we didn't hardly shoot any female bears, so I don't know what would have caused that, other than just shooting bears in general. So I'm not really sure what's going on, and I'm not even going to say it. You guys know what I'm implying by saying everything has changed. It may have happened with our whitetail at one time, but I'm kinda not sure what else to make of this, because it is, not to make the pun, but night and day. But 2 more males to start off this run, and we'll kinda just see what happens. Hopefully something's gonna come from this. And finally, maybe what it's brought is some bigger bears. We've got a level 9 on here, 22 to 24, so really could be anything with a range like that. We'll go ahead and see if we can line something up. Bit of a weird angle. 260 meters out, the 338 can certainly handle that. That looks like it'll drop into a lung. Just want to respot. We are good. Got the level 6 as well, so a 9 and an upside down 9. And what I will say is this is not the same run that you just saw. As per usual, with these videos, I really like to put in as much time as I can, and at least try to grind until we get something. And we do have a level 9 here, so that was the 6, that's a 19.42 gold. And then our level 9, which, is that the black fur type? One we don't see as much. Oh, max weight, max score, let's go. Double lung stomach. Okay. So I know we've, that's all 3. I know we have a Dusky, max score. I know we have a Dark variant, max score, because that was one of the last things we got before we kinda slowed down on the grind. Now we have a black variant max score. There's slowly becoming less and less things we can achieve in this bear grind. There's one particular thing we're still after, but maybe that's a sign of things to come. Well, sad to say, a lot more grinding led to a lot more nothing, basically. No really significant bears to speak of. So we're back here in the grind lodge, and I did mention the max score dusky variant and dark variant black bears that we have. Those are in our main lodge, so we won't be going past those today here. But I do want to place our new max score up here on the wall. I think eventually he may make his way into the main lodge. I don't mind bears on the wall specifically. I say all the time, like, I'm not a big fan of the predator mounts for the wall plaques, but the way they did the bears, I kind of wish they did that for all the predators. I think it looks pretty decent. And also, I don't even know when we shot this, but one smaller diamond we can chuck up here as well. And just nice to kind of complete that side of the wall. We are definitely running out of space here in the grind lodge. So hopefully we get to take down a great one bear before we get to that. But a lot of fun to get back out there. I enjoyed making the montage as well. I thought that was kind of a cool addition to a regular grind video. Let me know what you guys think about that. And I think on that note, that's going to do it for this one. So as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.